Good morning. Today is Monday, February 7th, and it is nice to tune in with everyone live again. We're going into the second week of our kindness challenge. And we just wanted to say you're doing great. We're seeing those random acts of kindness happening around school. So make sure you're keeping track on your checklists and keep doing those random acts of kindness. We have Miss Julia here, who is going to share with us another story and is also going to highlight some of the random acts of kindness that we've been seeing. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Julia.
Thank you, Mrs. Ryan. It's so nice to see all of you. Yeah, it's so nice to see you. Garfield says hello. And we hope you're all having a great morning. And we wanted to say already, congratulations. You guys have done so many acts of kindness already. You really have. And I really think we're going to make it to 2,000. No, not 2,000 lasagnas, just 2,000 acts of kindness, Garfield. We're going to make it to 2,000 by Friday for sure, but you have to keep it up, okay? Keep doing your acts of kindness. Okay, I want to hear a book. He does too. Okay, you guys. I am going to read another book. Thank you guys. Yeah, you can listen. Yes, it's fine. They're going to sit and listen. This is one of my favorite books. And I wanted to thank Miss Pack. She loaned me her copy to use for this morning. It's called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. It's written by Mem Fox and it's illustrated by Julie Vivas. And it shows how amazingly kind and empathic how this little boy uses his empathy tool and makes someone feel so much better. Okay, here we go. There was once a small boy called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. And what's more, he wasn't very old either. His house was next door to an old people's home, and he knew all the people who lived there. I really like the pictures in this book too. He liked Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. He listened to Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. He played with Mr. Tippet, who was crazy about cricket. He ran errands for Miss Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. He admired Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. But his favorite person of all was Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper, because she had 4 names just as he did. He called her Miss Nancy and told her all his secrets. One day, Wilfred Gordon heard his mother and father talking about Miss Nancy. "Poor old thing," said his mother. "Why is she a poor old thing?" asked Wilfred Gordon. "Because she's lost her memory," said his father. "It isn't surprising," said his mother. "After all, she is 96. "What's a memory?" asked Wilfred Gordon. He was always asking questions. "It is something you remember," said his father. But Wilfred Gordon wanted to know more, so he called on Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something warm, my child, something warm." He called on Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something from long ago, me lad, something from long ago." He called on Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something as precious as gold, young man, something as precious as gold." So, Wilfred Gordon went home again to look for memories for Miss Nancy because she had lost her own. He looked for the shoebox of shells he had found long ago last summer and put them gently in a basket. He found the puppet on strings, which always made everyone laugh, and he put that in the basket too. He remembered with sadness the medal which his grandfather had given him, and he placed it gently next to the shells. Next, he found his football, which was as precious as gold. And last of all, on his way to Miss Nancy's, he went into the hen house and took a fresh, warm egg from under a hen. Then Wilfred Gordon called on Miss Nancy and gave her each thing one by one. What a dear, strange child to bring me all these wonderful things, thought Miss Nancy. Then she started to remember. She held the warm egg and told Wilfred Gordon about the tiny speckled blue egg she had once found in a bird's nest in her aunt's garden. She put a shell to her ear and remembered going to the beach by tram long ago and how hot she had felt in her button-up boots. She touched the medal and talked sadly of the big brother she had loved, who had gone to the war and never returned. She smiled at the puppet on strings and remembered the one she had shown to her sister and how she had laughed with a mouth full of porridge. She bounced the football to Wilfred Gordon and remembered the day she had met him and all the secrets they had told. And the two of them smiled and smiled because Miss Nancy's memory had been found again by a small boy who wasn't very old either. And that's the end. Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks so much for listening. I really like that book because it shows how one little boy, right, can make a difference in this person's world. And I want to give a shout out, my friends want to help with this, to the third grade. Yeah, we wanted to say hello and really good job to the third grade. And we're just recognizing them today because you know what they're doing? They are making cards for folks that live in an old people's home, just like in the book, in a place in Santa Rosa. And they're making cards and they're going to send them cards for Valentine's Day. I know, even Garfield says that's just so amazing and wonderful. So thank you, third grade. Round of applause for third grade. Good job, baby T-Rex. Okay, keep up the acts of kindness. Garfield requests you not totally forget about the lasagna, and I will send it back to Miss Ryan. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. And a big shout out to the third grade for this awesome project. What a wonderful way to show your kindness and to members of our community, you know, our extended community. That's so important. So we're still collecting acts of kindness up until this Friday. So on Friday, make sure you bring back your kindness checklist. If you can see Miss Julia's holding those up. If you lose yours, no worries. We can get just ask your teacher for another copy and we can get you another copy of those. So I hope that you have a wonderful week. Remember to be kind, respectful, responsible, and safe as you're moving around campus and keep spreading that kindness. Bye, everyone.
Bye.